Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of StarCraft, where I take you through the missions and how to get the achievements. Today's mission is Waking the Agent in the Heart of the Swarm campaign. And the achievements for this mission are Waking the Agent, complete the mission, a game of drones, don't lose more than 3 drones, rude awakening, kill 4 primal hives on normal. Now this mission is pretty simple. It's just mainly keeping the primals from destroying any of the biomass and from destroying your drones. Other than that, it's kind of a search and destroy mission, and the hardest part about this mission is probably going out and killing the primals. You will need a mixture of flying units and of ground units, so I'd say probably mutalisks and swarm queens. And make sure that you're working on the upgrades for both, because they do come in. The ground units have a separate upgrade chamber from the flying units, so just remember that. And kind of like in previous collecting missions, don't collect them right off the bat. Clear out a lot of the map before you start collecting. It makes it a lot easier than collecting on the fly, I should say. Also, make sure that you build a decent defense at the base, 5 at each entrance. Yeah, see, here I just go ahead and start collecting with the drones. It makes it easier if you wait until probably about halfway through the mission to start collecting with your drones, because that way you have a decent sized force to protect your drones. You've already stopped a lot of the primals from destroying the biomass. Yeah, I'd put about 5 defenders at each of these ramps, so this way, because they will be sending attacks on your base every once in a while. And you don't want to have to pull your force back from defending a drone to defend the base. And the good thing about this is it does mark all the locations for all the biomass on the map, so once you have a decent sized force, go ahead and start moving out and destroying the biomasses, or the quill cores. Yeah, don't let your zerglings run too far ahead of your mutalisks and stuff, because they will die. In which you can take this position as a quick expansion if you need to. Just be sure that your drones always travel with an escort, because there will be patrols that spawn periodically throughout this mission, and you don't want your drone to go through an area you thought you cleared and then all of a sudden a patrol shows up in that area. Because you can lose one or two drones, but you don't want to lose 3 or more. Also be aware of, after each time after the first biomass you gather, the primals will be alerted to your presence and will start sending attacks every time you start every time you start collecting biomass. It is pretty neat the amount of detail they put into this, because as you can see, when that drone picked up the biomass and was dragging it along, you could see the blood trail it was going along the path, which is pretty neat. Yeah, a good rule of thumb is to always put your rally point on Kerigan, so this way your army will always rally on her. Yeah, see, if you'd put the defenses up there, you wouldn't have to worry about pulling your force back. And then, as I said, the primals will start trying to destroy the biomass, so this way you can't collect them. And you don't want that to happen, because if they destroy too many of the biomass, you won't be able to collect enough biomass. And then there are, I think, 3 of these pools located throughout the map. Basically all you have to do is have Kerigan step in them, and they get you a Kerigan level. Well, you have to have Kerigan go to that little DNA strand for her to get the level. You can't just have her step in the pool and be like, "You, it's wet." Yeah, always be aware of terrain, because like there, I thought there was a pathway to those quill gores, and my forces wound up getting split up. Yeah, here I'm trying to set up a defense, but Again, about 5 is the right number for defensive on the Zerg. It's a number that can hold its own, and if you lose 1 or 2 of the spine crawlers, it's not too hard to basically replace them, so. Yeah, also, if you do take this expanse, make sure you put up defenses at it too, because it will get attacked as well. And then go throughout the map. They should have Vespian gas deposits located throughout the map, so just be aware of that and go grab those when they show up. I'm kind of hoping one of the new generals in the co-op mission will be a primal, because I like the primal units because they have a lot of different things they can do. Like, when you see the primal hive, when we go to attack it, it's an actual mobile hive. It's not very fast, but it can move around, and it attacks and defends itself. Yeah, this is another one of those pools, so you can get a kerigan level. Yeah, you can split up your ground forces between queens and zerglings if you need to. I don't know, I think I have a bias against Swarm Queens, or with Force Swarm Kings, because they are just an awesome unit for Zerg. I wish they had them in multiplayer versus just co-op and campaign. But it does kind of mess with the dichotomy of multiplayer if you had a queen that could be part of your army unit, because queens are also used to basically create more larvae at the hatcheries in multiplayer, because they have this thing called inject larva, and basically what it does is after a certain amount of time it basically pops an additional 4 or 5 larvae come out, and this stacks, so basically you can just sit there and have a queen do ingest larvae on a hatchery for 4 or 5 times, and then every, I think it's 30 seconds or so, an additional 4 larvae will pop at that hatchery. Which I don't see why they don't make the hatcheries like they do in the co-op missions, because instead of needing the queens to pump larvae in, it just constantly produces larvae at a base rate instead of having to pump larvae into the hatchery. Yeah, I found that pool, but I don't think Kerigan actually went in to get her level. Because, yeah, I do believe that the hatcheries on multiplayer only have a set amount of larvae they can spawn, plus they spawn it at a very slow rate, so. Which I'm guessing the reason they don't do it in multiplayer is because it gives the Zerg an unfair advantage. And as you can see, that's a primal hatchery. And the other good thing about primal hatcheries is they can attack and defend themselves. Because they can burrow themselves into the ground, like that we saw just then, and then they can basically uproot and start defending themselves. Yeah, don't forget to put drones into your refineries, because if you don't put drones in your refineries, you're not getting gas. And if you're not getting gas, you're not producing units, so... Here's another primal hatchery. Yeah, as you can see, the primal hatcheries can attack both ground and air units, so... They're kind of like the Nexus charge that the Mothership core gives the Nexuses in multiplayer. Basically allows the Nexus of the ability to attack while being attacked, basically. And here they're trying to destroy more biomass, so gotta come in and stop that. Yeah, basically, if you just go around and reveal the map and destroy all the quill core before you start collecting, it makes this mission so much easier. Trying to get kerigan. She walked right past it. And there we go, that's all the kerigan levels that are on this mission. You know, as much as I like MOBAs, I do wish the RTS genre kinda stuck around as well, because I like RTS a lot more than I do MOBA. Now that's not saying I don't like MOBA, because I actually like MOBA a lot. Because there's just something about having a general on the field that feels natural. That's why I'm lamenting being broke right now, because Battleborn and Overwatch just came out, and so I'm going, but, I got no money. See, there's two different primal hatcheries right there. So just be aware, when you come down here, you're going to need a big force to deal with these guys. Also, the cool thing about the primal Zerg is the more, well, story-wise, the more biomass they ingest, the more adept they become at fighting. So basically, they adapt to their environment based on the creatures that live there. And now, since I've pretty much gone through and destroyed all the biomass, I'm starting to collect. Which I should have my units protecting those drones before they move out, but I think I'm being kind of trying to be balls to the wall here, so... Just remember, when you collect biomass, you want to keep your drones protected, because every time you start harvesting, they will send out a patrol to attack them. And they come from every side of the map, so don't think just because the main base is off to the bottom right that you can just kind of put your force in front of them. Because they can come from the top, they can come from the bottom, left, right, wherever at on the map, so. One Zerg. Yeah, basically a good rule of thumb is to take your ground forces and put them on one drone, and then take your aerial forces and put them on another. Just now remembered I have upgrades to be doing, so. Yeah, the other reason I say don't focus primarily on Zerglings is because they can't attack air. They can deal with a lot of ground stuff, but they can't attack air, so. The other reason it's probably not a good idea to do dual harvesting like this is because if they start destroying biomass from one of these Quilgore biomasses, you have to decide, okay, which of these forces do I split up to go take out this attack? So. And don't do like I did and pull the whole dang force. Because that just leaves your drones exposed. Yay, more blood trail. Yeah, I do love the fact that the whole MOBA genre basically popped up because somebody took an RTS and was like, I like the generals that they're playing with. I just want to play with generals instead of playing with the army. And basically they automated the army to basically just keep spawning and running down a certain pathway, and then you got to play with the generals versus other people's generals, and that's how the MOBA genre came up. Looks like those Zerglings are attacking it. Comes another attack. Yeah, I do believe those are called Devourers. I couldn't remember what they were called in one of the other missions, so. Yes, do not let them near the drone. Do not leave your drone uncovered. which once you collect all the biomass for the first part of this mission, there'll be a second part that comes up where you have to go and destroy the primal Zerg leader, which he's not too hard to kill, so you don't have to worry too much on that. Here they go, trying to destroy more biomass. And the other thing is, you can't really take forever in this mission, because I do believe they get faster and faster at destroying biomass. So at first you get like a minute to prevent them from destroying the biomass, and then if you take too long with this mission, I believe it jumps all the way down to like about 15 to 30 seconds. So just be aware, you can take your time with this mission, but you don't want to take all the time. Here I got everybody rallying on the drones again. Like I said, this mission's really easy. It's just like the other missions, where basically you gotta learn the pattern to it, and then basically instead of harvesting right away, you go ahead and clear the map first. Yeah, almost lost the drone there. Go, they're taking out that biomass again. Which apparently I decided to send the whole damn fleet. I was like, wait, something needs to stay behind to protect that thing. That was the last piece of biomass you need, and so now the primal leader commander thing is going, "Brah, you have angered me, I will defeat you myself." Which, he's about as tough as a primal hive, so now that you don't have to worry about gathering any more biomass, you can build up your force, or if you've already got your force built up, just meet him in the middle. And as long as you've got your upgrades, like your flying upgrades and your ground upgrades, he's not that hard to defeat. He's just a big guy. He just looks big and scary. He's like, "Brah, I'm dead." Well, guys, that was how to get the achievements in Waking the Ancient. I hope y'all guys enjoyed it. If y'all did, give me a like, a share, and a comment down below. If y'all want to stay in touch with me more, I do have a Facebook, Anthony Sewell, and I post every time I post a video, I post it onto my Facebook, so y'all can go be my friend on there, and I'll keep y'all posted. Posted. Yeah, he's telling her about you have the mark of the tainted Zerg, the ones that Amon took. If you wish to become primal, you must be cleansed and cleared of your taint. Basically because Amon found the Zerg and then corrupted them. Well, guys, I hope y'all liked it. If you did, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.